Hey, it's Jeff Cole, your Lean Six Sigma coach, and welcome to this intro to your Green Belt case study. As part of your training, you received a case study document, a PDF that looks like this. The purpose of this video is to set the stage and give you some background so you better understand the project. Your case study is based on a real-life situation, but the product we discuss has been overly simplified. Green Belt is tough enough without layering on any extra confusion. The case study follows the same templates you received in class and will hopefully give you ideas that help with your project. That said, welcome to Sigma Arts and Supply, the second largest supplier in their area who plans to grow their business through repeat purchases and referrals. They sell multiple items but will focus on their top seller, custom brochures. These brochures are taking too long to create, and the Green Belt is launching a project to reduce cycle time. The brochures themselves are simple enough. They take 6 pieces of printer paper and cut them in half, leaving 12 half sheets. Circles are drawn on 4 of those, triangles on the next 4, and 5-point stars on the last 4. The stars are stacked up with the triangles on top of them and circles above them. They then get 1 staple in the upper left-hand corner. So when you open a brochure, you get 4 circles, followed by 4 triangles, followed by 4 stars. Sigma Arts is concerned about customer sat, especially repurchase and referral intent. Past data shows the drivers of repurchase are speed, quality, and cost. We're doing okay on cost, and quality is at 100%. Our final yield is perfect, and customers all receive defect-free brochures. However, speed is in the red zone, and a Pareto of verbatim comments shows that wait time is the #1 complaint. Rumor within the company is that our first pass yield may be low, and rework is causing some of those delays. Here's the layout of the brochure facility. Originally, this was set up for another process, and when they first moved in, workers randomly chose their desks. We have 1 person who cuts the paper, artists drawing the circles, triangles, and stars, another person who assembles, an inspector, and an admin who helps out. It starts when an order form comes into the cutter and ends when it's dropped off and shipping. There are timestamp machines at the start and end where the order form is stamped and cycle time is tracked. Once the order form arrives at the cutter's inbox, they walk over to the supply room to get paper. This may take a while because the supply room looks like this. Sometimes it's hard to find, and sometimes they're out of stock. If they can't find the paper, they call in the admin, send them over to the warehouse to retrieve the paper that they need. Once the cutter has the paper they need, they walk back to the cutting station and they proceed to cut the paper. Now we should note that because first pass yield is so low, they don't just grab 6 pieces of paper, they will grab some extra in case there are errors. Once the cutter has cut all the paper, they call the admin who comes over, retrieves that, and passes it into the circle station inbox. As they walk back, the circle artist draws the circles. When they're done, the admin retrieves that and takes it over to the triangle inbox. The triangle artist draws the triangles. When they're done, the admin retrieves that and takes it over to the star station, where the star artist will draw the 5-point stars. When they're done, the admin will take that, deliver it over to the assembly station, where these are put in the proper sequence and stapled. Once the assembler calls the admin, they come and retrieve that and deliver it down to the inspector. The inspector will then look this over. If anything's wrong, they'll take it back to the appropriate station to be fixed. When they're done, if there's any blank paper left over, they throw that away. Then they walk over to the shipping station and the process stops. Now, while these are cubicle walls, they might as well be brick walls, and here's why. We have a mixture of long-time workers and also some temporary workers. People rotate jobs and you don't always get the same workers doing the tasks every day. It turns out that these people don't know or care what other people in the office are doing. They don't really talk to each other, and only the inspector and the admin know the full flow of this process. Standard operating procedures exist for each of these stations. However, we're not certain that the employees have actually read them. If they've read them, we're not sure they're following them. In fact, we're not even sure that these SOPs are up to date. So you can see this is definitely not a finely tuned process. Customers love the output, but man, this is a hosed up system. Hopefully with that as background, you'll better understand the case study. In training, we discussed the LSS toolbox. You either loaded that off your private website or from a memory stick in class. The first folder has the case study that looks like this. In it, you'll find great examples applying the exact tools and methods you were trained in. And that's it, my friends. Thank you for your time. I hope you enjoy the case study, and good luck with your project.